Hello everyone and welcome to another match of the 2025 Roulette Rivals World Championship. Today, on this busy Saturday, we have Group D match between Dinkdoink and Channel Reindeer. Let's give it those refreshes, because I know that both of them are live, and not necessarily both of them are alive, as Channel Reindeer dies during practice, but here we have the players are getting ready to Sapienza, which is Dinkdoink's map choice. And after that we will go to Berlin, which is actually the map that it is Channel's pick, but I saw Dinkdoink practice it for a while before the spin, but not anymore. They are back on Sapienza and are getting ready for this first spin. Group D is a tough one. It's not necessarily likely that either of these players will make it through, but a good result here would be a lot of very important points towards that campaign. Currently, if all of these are updated, and it looks like that they might be, one result is missing from mine. I like Hitman 4-2 Channel Reindeer. Okay, so my group standings have Skylar leading, and then Gregory, I like Hitman Sparkles, Linux, and Yanni, the top 6. Channel 6 matches, 8 points, hoping to pick up another 6. But that might be difficult to advance still, while Dinkdoink is hoping to score his first points of this group stage. Let's see how it works out first in the Sapienza. The spin is Silvio Caruso, destroy Silvio's seaplane as Deliverman, and Francesco De Santis consume poison in the suit. It's a pretty interesting combination of the kills, which are I think pretty unique, even if consume poison is a simple one. And then disguises, which you kind of have a difficult time buffering back and forth. You probably want to start in your safe house, leave the suit there and bringing the deliveryman closer. Or if you've been, I guess, watching the better executions of the last couple days, you could stay in the suit for the most of the spin, and then give Silvio the concussive duck, and then spook him as the plague doctor, making him instantly leave the mission with the seaplane, and you should have enough time to go back to the main exit and drink the Deliverman, or both, or the cyclist as well. I think that would be the ideal way to play, now that I think about it. Channel is in first with the tactical, so could be looking to sniper gang this spin, which means that EMP may not be found for him, but that, Tranks, and I guess the concussive duck itself would be a nice help, but it looks like I'm not seeing any of those in the inventory as Dinkdoink is onto the map. Let's hope the sound levels are fine. But do let me know if I should turn up or down either of these players. Channel is in and will be making sure that it's a quick and smooth Franny kill. The consume poison is in the, I guess it's in a DNA vial, which in turn is inside of the ships next to this free housekeeper on the top floor, which Channel will navigate towards very soon. And Dinkdoink has made it in, who will be starting by taking a Deliverman. Kind of an unlucky first kill for a relatively inexperienced Dinkdoink, but maybe it's possible that this is one of those skills that he practiced. Channel has the vial, will throw it at the ground, and whenever Franny walks close by, she will die. Or alternatively, which I think makes a lot more sense, Channel will just throw the poison at her feet and turning it into a picture-in-picture immediately, and that's gonna be the first kill and valid kill and green kill of this match. Dinkdoink has the Deliveryman and could be looking to start the whole Silver Seaplane kill sequence, but it's gonna be a big pause. I guess for a while. It could be about the seaplane kill, it could be about the consumed poison kill, just could be about any of those items that are necessary for either kills. Channel will be doing this cave lockdown wise. Oh no, I think the door being open, I'm pretty sure that that was seen by the guard outside, and that is the sort of panic that will remain red guns. Oh, it's unfortunate. We just kill him out of spite, I guess, but that will be a channel restart. And it will be a dinkdoink replan as well, who has the perfect loadout for the Silvio seaplane kill. I was wondering for a second if channel will be crashing or has crashed, but no, looks like the loading screen is chugging along not so nicely. But I think channel will make it back to Sapienza soon. It is second try for both at this point. Dink had, of course, a lot more, I would say, heat maps / look down / googling time. But this replan is quite a bit different than his previous attempt, and it could be just the route that he needs. It's a Trank, along with the FA, the concussive duck, and maybe the EMP, but now it's looking definitely like a kill that Dink could pull off fairly easily. Similar placement for both players, still in their suits. Undecided gang, although Dink has a briefcase in his hand, so could have the sniper in there, versus definite sniper gang on channel side. Yeah, I guess a couple of words about this kill. Destroy Silvio's seaplane is one of the unique kills, obviously, and it's one of the newest unique kills it's implemented for RRWC 2025. And there are a couple of ways to make this one happen, but to answer large, so there, if you stand in front of Silvio as either the Plague Doctor or the street performer, sorry, then he will immediately spook and try to leave the map with the seaplane. So that will be the fastest way that you can lure him. Alternatively, you use usual lockdown methods, with which he can and he should go down to the cave, but from there you need a second way to spook him, or I guess scare him rather, and that second one will trigger the escape. So you'll see, I think Dink, with the concussive in hand, will try to use the spook method, and channel tried and failed this lockdown way once. And yes, about the other kill, the virus does count as consumed poison. Not quite at the point where you have an uniform way to describe each kill, but I mean, it is a poison and it's not through a syringe, so it should definitely count as consumed. And yes, that is the only way to... well, it's one of two ways to... Well, interesting question. There are one of several ways to poison Francesca. You can serve her, or you can poison Roberto. You can poison the glass in Roberto's room. You can turn off the, I guess, the safety mechanism to poison her down in the lab, but I think in terms of viable poison kills, there is only one. Okay, there's the panic on channel's end. Oh, and I guess it was in R17, but maybe used once, I'm not sure. Channel is getting compromised, and this could be tricky because Silvio is now stopping, but I think he might be turning around. No, he's still going to this place. It's gonna be... Oh, he's running to the other end, and that probably ends this attempt. So now we have the dinkdoink lead, who is in a tough spot again. We need to hide and avoid this. There's some peekaboos going on. I think that will be VIP'd in. Someone else is gonna pick up that concussive duck. And that will end this run for dinkdoink. Oh, it will be restart for both of them. I mean, the fact that he's not in the correct disguise is not that big of a difference, because the escape is one thing, and then you can have plenty of time to trigger the kill. So we will see how this third attempt for both players will transpire. 9 minutes down soon, and I think Dink has a pretty good way of doing this skill. It's a lot of pausing, I guess, to make sure that he's on the right track. But it's definitely a learning curve for this spin for dinkdoink. And the second attempt was much smoother than the first, and hoping that the third one will be even smoother. He's also bringing the sniper now. I've never heard of that, Yanni. It sounds amazing, yeah. A lockdown disruption where Silver runs the seaside entrance to the lab through the town. I mean, that sounds like beta version of Hitman 2016, like a bit more town access or more interactions there, or main targets, but not to be. He's mansion bound and sometimes lab bound. Back into similar positions for both players. Channel has the poison vial. Dink shoots the same ship with a pistol, and both of them will get this poison kill. Dink for the second time, Channel for the third time. It could be tricky for dinkdoink as Channel gets the kill. Might get a bit of a whoosh there, but nothing major on the Canadians' end, and they have the Frenny kill down both. And now it would be easiest for both players to actually, indeed, take their time. Dink will take his time while pausing again, checking out the resource probably, while Channel is looking for this one guard to turn away, which he does now. And with one Trank, one KO, couple lures, he will get this cave lockdown setup as well.
What the?
2 Tranks actually, which means that it will have to be saved with... There's no need to save it with a second throw, because Silvio somehow checked it out, but it seems like one guard will follow, making it a bit more tricky. Lockdown. I think from that point though, Silvio will go outside and catch another few guards before joining the cave, so Channel is best to be quick there. As for dinkdoink, it will be a safer setup, but he's not looking to set up the Duck plus Plague Doctor just yet. No 5-second rule, luckily, on dinkdoink's end. And yeah, we can see that Channel is not having Silvio come, not yet anyway. I think he's getting closer on the minimap. We're getting that whoosh now, and that's compromised, and it looks like no guards are around in the end. The body shot could be tricky. I missed what happened on dinkdoink's end. It's kind of a spook. And that's gonna be a restart. Channel has both kills down and initiated the target escaping, but getting awful lot whooshes there. There's the micro on the door with whooshes building up by the second. I don't know if you can place it on the outside part of the seaplane. Channel needs to drop that sniper. Hopefully that doesn't turn. Channel does really need to drop that sniper. I know that it's the only gun he has. I mean, that's still alright, only because it's guard panic, otherwise it would be combat instantly. Okay, Yanni confirms that either side of the door works, so Channel is still in the clear, but getting constant whooshes there, and we're going to that point that final Trank was used on Channel's side, which is not ideal. He still cannot get through this area. It gets a lucky head turn on the guard, but back into combat. Just a couple steps away. I think he needed to get rid of the evidence. Otherwise, I'm not sure, because would I guess he just wants to leave the... See, that's issue. I'm really not sure what was the plan there. If the plan is to leave the facility, you can blow up the propane with a loud gun. If he was yellow guns, I would still probably risk that with the loud guns. I mean, the spin was not quite done, because, I mean, it's difficult to say. There's a 1 minute and a half after Silvio escaping where you can detonate. It's difficult to say. But I think Channel needs to be sure that at least one tank is kept for the end. Obviously there's the free disguise in the flower shop, but it also requires to crowbar the door open or use the loud golf ball. It's definitely some extra time spent there, and a minute and a half will tick off quickly if you're not ready. So with that, we have Ding-Doink on his next attempt. We couldn't even talk about the reason why Silvio had that weird, I guess, soft lockdown / panic, and I think the reason was that he did a double shot on this chef who ran inside and reported to Silvio's guards, who in turn spoke loud enough that Silvio heard and panicked. It's getting close, but not quite ready yet. I would still like to see something done with that chef, because this is a chest passing area. There is no need for you to be chest passing anymore. And yeah, that conversation will end soon. I mean, it doesn't take forever. Oh, now it's the end of the conversation. There's the bullet impact on the chef and the compromise. I mean, it's just so unnecessary, because he's spending so much time, which you could just do instead. Like, what he should do instead, I guess, is KO and drag, because it takes about the same time as he's waiting. That's unfortunate for Ding-Doink. Sorry, I had to drink a bit of water. I don't have much of a voice. Channel is now ahead and done with the friendly kill. Luckily, the riffs are a bit staggered, I guess. Oh, this could be tough for Ding-Doink. But he's through, and I still definitely like Ding-Doink's approach a bit more, but it's not super fair to say that, because the re-uploaded Roulette Resource was made public like a couple of days ago. It was known that you could use the duck, but I think Channel is well prepared for this cave remote version of the lockdown. Just unfortunately there's something even smoother which Ding-Doink is approaching, but he still cannot get the second half of the spin down. Yeah, the 3 ways you can destroy Silvio's seaplane is, well, 2 ways. One is the explosive, I guess either the micro or the concussive, or of course the C4 if you place it somewhere else. And then you can use firearms, which includes the cannon or a lot of sniper bullets, because the seaplane has quite a lot of HPs, but not infinite. I wouldn't say that you should do the cannon, but it is an option. Maybe someone prefers that lineup, maybe it's a battle leg spin. Quite a few reasons why it's not something you should fully discount, but it's not something you should practice either. Channel has the virus skill down, and I think he just wanted to do the full setup before spooking Silvio. As it's gonna be the same situation once again for Ding-Doink. It would be very wise if he would KO him right now, because we know that shooting the door is gonna turn him into a panic. We have had one rip to that. We have had one rip to the chef turning towards the gun, and all of these rips could be salvaged by KOing the chef in advance. And this is a 30-second wait, which is longer than it takes to drag him to the box. But I'll stop with this comparison. It's of course quite deliberate why he's doing that. The gun flick didn't work, there's no question mark there. Now it did. Can be the same panic, turn towards 47. At least he's panicking to the other way, but this is gonna... This is a lockdown now. Oh. It's also unfortunate because you could use the crowbars there to get through. It is a finicky part of the spin, that's for sure, but it has to be another restart for dinkdoink. Channel has the panic down, and now for the second panic, it is completely alone in here. Now he's stopped, so a bullet should panic him again. A bullet closer to Silvio. And I heard him, and there's target escaping. So, all Channel needs to do is get a delivery man disguise in time, which is gonna be, I think, another 20 seconds till he starts exiting, and then a minute 30 until he leaves the map fully. Not just passing anymore for Channel, and I think most relevant cameras are out. And with some chunks in hand, it's not gonna be the free disguise for Channel, but I guess he could go left or right. I would probably choose left. Could lure him into the bushes. No one is arriving at this area. 3 chunks left for Channel. That's really good. And if he stays fine with no picture, then he is alright. See what's escaping with seaplane. Time to detonate remotely. He stays red, but I'm not seeing any XP pop up. So if Channel pauses and waits for this fresh disguise, green guns, accident kill, body hidden. So there's the kill correct by Channel. Some server stuff, but caught up nicely, and we will eventually see that 5-star SA. It's the confirmation now, and Channel wins Sapienza.
Ether Security's in the dark about the incident. A few at the company knew about the virus, not even the board. Must have been someone at the lab.
Yes, mostly because of the long loading times. I'm just gonna go one touch longer, 3 minutes and 15 until at Berlin. I guess in the meantime, after I'm checking that this skill slash spin is legal, which it is, yeah, a couple words about the group, which I've mentioned before, but what was and still is one of the more competitive groups of the tournament. Channel is number 7, dinkdoink is number 8. So 6 matches for Channel means this is the final one, and we'll finish his RRWC campaign in 2 maps time. He's on, of course, 10 points. A sweep would put him on 14, but I think Yanni, Linux, Sparkles will play each other and will play enough matches that Channel is, I guess, basically guaranteed to not advance, which is, of course, very unfortunate. I think he made it through 2 years ago and was maybe close to doing so last year. Last year he was in my group, and I'm trying to remember because I think that was Gregory, Ops, PG, and I advancing. And Channel was 5th indeed in that group. Could still be another 5th place for him, but it's not gonna be the 20 points like last year. Still, of course, chances to finish with a high. And dinkdoink, no points in 1 match. 1 full match and 1 more map. So not the greatest start currently, but I guess the theoretical limit, of course, if he starts winning the matches, could still be higher than most players, and it's of course not out. It's just gonna be a very tough group with well, in order it is gonna be Yanni as the 1st seed, Gregory as the 2nd, I like as the 3rd, and I'm not sure about the rest. Maybe I like Hitman as the 4th seed because I think he skipped one of the events, but this is a very tough group. 4 of these 8 players won't make it through, and they would definitely do it from other ones. Okay, I did not get any pings. Channel is not happy about the condition. dinkdoink fully forgot about the kin condition. And yeah, he said that he was trying to trying to wing it on the fly, and he copied the Roulette Results video quite well, but some small details it just didn't go through, and he didn't have much of a chance with the second half of the spin. But 5 targets in Berlin, none of them unique kills, none of them elaborate accidents, so I think both of them should make great headways on this following spin starting in just 15 seconds. I'm currently not getting much sound, but I think I would have to just adjust my headset because I see that something is coming up on OBS, so I won't adjust it there. The second spin is here, and it is Screwdriver Technician, Silence MG Dealer, Injected Poison Club Crew, Flawless Florida Man, and Shotgun Biker no KO. Club Crew is the only part of any of these spins which is preferred upstairs. You could find the Technician, Dealer, Florida Man downstairs. The Biker is versatile. What I'm saying is that of course no one does roll floor anymore, but these are the type of spins where you would bring the Club Crew down there or just start DJ and wait for temps to bring it down, and it will all line up relatively fair, but of course it's easier said than done. Otherwise, from the more straightforward approach, you would definitely look to kill. It is kind of awkward because you can't take the Biker disguise from Lowenthal unless you take one of the other disguises, but suppose you take the Shotgun and the Injected Poison into the map, then Agents 3 and 5 are definitely your upstairs kills, 2 and 1 would be your downstairs kills, and you probably finish on a relatively tough Trespassing Fall as Florida Man. Once again, something that's easier said than done. I think I wouldn't blame anyone if they bring the Florida Man back upstairs, and if it is about bringing a disguise upstairs, there's a good argument for DJ start and take the 2 downstairs kills here first, and then bring Florida Man up there.
Hey, would you mind?
So we are seeing different starts and channels with a really interesting triple KO there instead of just the one, and that would be the resource / meta. But gets all 3 of them down, and now it's time to grab the Florida Man. Dinkdoink's Club Crew start will not result in, or it will result in the poison kill if Agent Green will get any closer. Green being killed in a poison will make the fall kill a lot more difficult later on, but at least it's a nice first kill to tick off. Should be back to green guns. Should not be changing too early, but Dinkdoink will not do that. And it's still a bit too difficult to say where he should go next. Probably take the free Biker disguise and eliminate Lowenthal that way, but bringing the Technician into the mix, that would be your secondary fall target, so it's gonna be, I mean, when in doubt, like you can't really lock yourself out of fall kill, because worst case scenario is the Del's Main and Rhodes still remaining, and of course there's the much more technical Agent Swan push into the sewers near the I guess the bartender, the Club Crew start rather. So channels approaching this DJ start very straightforward, but the first hiccup there is 2 wrong lock-ons. Need to punch him, because I think this might be hurt. No, it's not. Channels is contained, and I will have to start taking these kills. Dinkdoink, Injected Poison, Club Crew, and Channel 0 kills down. Channel's not shooting at the right place, still not shooting at the right place, still not, it's gonna be to the right, and I don't think he has the perfect placement there. A bit above from that point. This one is, yeah. Still, I think that should be it. Yeah, resurrecting and will be going down. Dinkdoink takes the Screwdriver and kills Banner with it, so this is 2 kills to 0 currently. Meanwhile, Channel has Montgomery KO'd Chamberlain KO'd and Banner is running down here. So what I imagine is that Banner would kind of have to be the shotgun biker kill. And then Screwdriver Tech, Silence MG Dealer is the other two downstairs kills. Lot to tackle still, and the 4-minute timing closes on for dinkdoink. Not really an issue for Channel, who already has the Florida Man, but this is the number that you have to keep in mind if you need that disguise. Channel finishes the clear out. Red Gun is... See, I'm not fully sure, but it's definitely most likely one of those two agents. Channel will start popping off these kills, first with the shotgun. Very quick combat and ended immediately, can hide now. Takes the technician, takes the screwdriver from nearby, he might have it already. Dinkdoink will give up on this. Actually, it was still kind of salvageable. It was unfortunate to see though. So for Channel, it is now a 4-minute lead and soon to be 2-kill lead because the screwdriver is nearby. And I guess the better part of, like, another benefit of Channel Start, I would say, is that never had to bring a syringe into this map. Although I'm not fully sure if is this an ear. I think the earpiece is the only item that Channel didn't pick up, so I'm pretty sure that he has everything he needs for the upstairs kills. Downstairs, what he needs to do is bring the dealer here, take his disguise, and kill whichever agent is left. Chamberlain and Montgomery, I'm not sure. I thought I did click screwdriver kill, sorry. Was on my mind that it's definitely 2 kills. And dinkdoink with the first one. It's not gonna be the syringe for Channel. Could be kind of risky, but I think tucked away in this corner is the safer part. It's mostly tucked away. Bit of a chest passing point. Oh, there was a lot of chest passing. But Channel is out and dinkdoink will, I guess, do it similarly as before. Takes the second syringe, that's unfortunate. But we'll go down to the screwdriver. Get the second kill with it. Oh, yeah, he is right. You don't have to go down to the bottom floor for the screwdriver. There's gonna be one on the other side of this screen. If Montgomery lets him pick it up, which he does. 3 kills down, because the Silence MG kill has been done on Channel's end. And Florida Man and going up, and I don't think Channel has touched anyone upstairs, so the fall would be most likely on Banner, on Green, sorry. The other half of that famous duo, and then Injected Club Crew, probably Lowenthal, but a lot of options for sure. Channel is pretty close to finishing. There's the second kill on dinkdoink. Now, dinkdoink is back to this position where he was before and where he restarted with... That was green guns, now it's yellow. So it's definitely not the color of his guns that is the problem. I think the failed chain lure is what could be. But I'm not fully sure which could be the... Which kill could dinkdoink do here? I guess he's not far away from a fall kill. I think he's also contemplating what to do here. Can actually afford to KO Lowenthal, who will now... Ooh, it's gonna be tricky there. Would really need to get a KO item there. I think he ran out of those. I think he needs to subdue and risk the combat, but... Oh, gets the head turn and turns it to a GRB instead of a subdue. So that will be the end of dinkdoink's run there. I don't think he will get much going in his, I'll assume, to be final run, because Channel is 4 kills down. Only missing Injected Club Crew. Club Crew is close by, but if he's not fancying Agent Thames, then there are a lot of other options for Club Crew on this floor, including the free one in the changing room.
Did it call again?
and one more on the corridor next to the stairwell. Channel securing the exit keys, as long as he remembers that it is club crew and not a delivery guy, but it seems like he will not change disguises. The disguise is coming to Channel, but Lowenthal will be leaving this area because that was the end of the proxy conversation. It was a bit close, but Channel gets the lure going. I'm pretty sure it's not getting called in, right? Yep. I think at this point Channel will just have to live with the fact that he has KO'd 6 agents and killed 5, but that is gonna be a nice final disguise. And yeah, Lowenthal is leaving the area. Ideally, no matter what, he will puke in this downstairs bathroom, but it will take quite a while to get through, and I think Channel will just go for a different agent. Might not be a biker agent at this point. It makes a lot of sense that it would be Agent Swan. This could be Susslord by being in proximity and taking use of the suspicion mechanic and the guards following you, but it will just be a regular single throw, not even needed to be chained. I'm pretty sure that Swan will go inside and that Channel could close the door and make it safe. And it's gonna be number 5. I forgot to clear the objective for dinkdoink, but he very quickly made it back to agent kill, the first and second kills, so it will just be a 5-2 win in terms of kills. And Channel scoring his first match win of RRWC 2025, he's guaranteeing a 4-0 win, but he will be, as always, playing the third map for points as well. And that's the confirmation. So if he landed Ambrose Island, not chosen by either players, but some experience for both. And let's see if dinkdoink page updated since the rebrand, and it did. He has played in RR8, RR9, RRWC 2022, and now 25. Second match of this year. 6 against I Like Hitman was his debut yesterday evening, about a day ago. Now this is match number 2 with 5 more to go in the next 8 days until the group stage ends. But no, indeed, one of the Ambroses was played just yesterday. I think the other one was probably it was R9 against Tinega. But that Ambrose was finished in 4 minutes and 5 seconds by I Like Hitman, so not very indicative of how dinkdoink did in that Ambrose spin. One of the more straightforward maps, so I have faith that he could definitely get going there nicely with Central Social Start and Emetic. Channel, on the other hand, with 5 plays. And of course the 3-2-0 record being above 50% is always nice. And I'm curious to see if Channel Reindeer... Well, it is one of the least played maps of his. Not as few plays as Marrakesh or Mumbai, but 5 is in the second half. In terms of win rate, Ambrose is his number 6. He's undefeated in Dubai, 5-5, and only has a draw on Marrakesh, along with 2 wins.
Yes, sir. Understood. Good.
And I don't think Channel has played an Ambrose recently. It would be Swiss round 5 and Swiss round 4 from R17 when he played 2 Ambroses. He won against Fly For You before losing to PG consecutive rounds. And Yeah, the personal best is from last tournament. It's very strong 435. It's a good, always a good ability to do these potentially even tricky Ambrose things first try, even if it's closer to 4 minutes than 3.
Is someone there?
So it's time for the final map of this match, the final map of Channel's tournament, question mark. I think he will not be advancing, but he could still finish it off with a nice 6-0 sweep, or Dinkdoink could get his first points of the tournament. Spin is Noah Crest, Garden Fork as Cook, and Stiniak event and Explosion Accident as Metal Worker. A bit to think about the kills rather than disguises, I would say, because it is of course a central social start. The Cook is in the kitchen, the Metal Worker is 1 bullet distraction away. But then the Garden Fork is, I think, where the speedboat, or I guess I would just call it the boat exit, is next to those keys. Explosion Accident is interesting. Do you want to drive by? Is it Shears that I'm thinking of? Do you actually have to go to the hippie to get the Garden Fork? No, the long tail boat key has Garden Fork as well, so you don't have to go to the hippie. Well, I think Recce spin means a different thing at this point, because 3 flat is the record by Scruffy, who I'm pretty sure did it with a spin, where you could wait at the exit for the bomb delivery time, and this is of course another spin where you could wait at the exit with bomb delivery time. You quote-unquote only have to be faster at planning and loading than Scruffy. If you can do that, then it is Recce. But Channel will not be getting Recce here, as this first try will fail with an outside scene outside. And yeah, Mika is perfect correct. Any basic spin on Ambrose is record if you are able to plan and load and use your inventory for less than 14 seconds. Easier said than done, I guess. I guess you can bank on a no loadout spin, press play immediately, and you can bank on a quick PC and load for 4 seconds. So technically that leaves you with a 10-second buffer, including the server delays between pressing the done and such. Ooh, it's a nice shot by Dinkdoink, who I don't think will get null at the usual place. He will be next to the Firebeller, I think. But we'll figure it out a bit later. I think Dinkdoink wants to get that propane flask, which is in the adjacent hut on the other side, but you do need a key for it. The camera is still not aligning. Is there something in there? I would be surprised. And yeah, Noel is not going to the bathroom, he's going to the gas canister, and Dinkdoink is taking the newspaper, which will not KO anyone since the new patch. Okay, he's not going for the propane, he's going for the Garden Fork / bomb delivery. Channel has the fork, has the bomb delivered, and will grab this kill without the need to pacify either of these guards. Yep, this is the meta Garden Fork. You don't need to go to the hippie for it. You need to go to the hippie for the folding knife. I think that's the only one that is remotely viable. I think there is one in the cave, but for Garden Fork, you just go to the long tail boat exit. And Channel is looking to get the propane from this room. We can see that it's in there with instinct, but I am not seeing how you could get there without the key, because I think lockpick would be illegal and seen, the crowbar would be illegal and seen and heard. It's a bit tricky. But Channel has the SMG. Oh, this is gonna be loud, but it was a surprising accent, but looks fine. Gonna be a bit of an enforcement there, and no way you can't. Oh, okay, Channel can pick up the propane flask, and I think he should be in the clear. And it's not looking good on Dinkdoink's screen, and this could be a crash. I'm holding my breath there, it doesn't look so good. I think it did end, or did crash during the loading screen. So, all the more reason to see if Channel can finish this one first try. Or, I think it's second try, but still, with this attempt, because I think if Channel does it without a restart, then it's not gonna be an extended photo finish, with the advantage that he has. Gonna be tricky on this drive-by potential. Might be better to... Oh! This might be pretty close. Okay. I was very nervous to see potentially the breaching charge there, but he used the Duran instead and gonna make it a nice remote setup. Remote concussion duck and the propane nearby. Detonate and exit. And if he does that before Dinkdoink reaches 1 minute in-game time, then I will consider this a win. Not gonna extend the photo finish. Let's see, 2 detonations. Akka eliminated, green guns kept. And then let's see. CX detonator, and it is green guns and the exit. And although it is a 3-minute photo finish, I will make the judgment that it will not be finished in 3 minutes. And Channel wins Ambrose. Very nice 6-0 sweep by Channel. Unfortunate crash on Dinkdoink, but I don't think it would have changed the result. It was just very nicely done by Channel. And indeed, as Color Lonely said, it's a clean sweep. Which means that we can check out those groups that we have just recently checked out, and we will have the update here of Channel going up to 4th place with 14 points, but if any of Yanni, Linux or Sparkles scores his first 2 points, then Channel will be dropping from 4th place out into elimination. Still a nice finish to a well-played tournament in a very tough group. Dinkdoink on 0 points after 2 matches, but with 5 more to go. This is up to 30 points that can be scored, so he can still turn his group stage around. And as you can see, the undefeated Gregory with 20 points leads ahead of the undefeated Skylar with 20 points. And then it's pretty interesting because I Like Hitman 6 matches, generally 7 matches, and then you could imagine that Yanni and Linux Penguin would jump up the standings as they have fewer matches played, but we will have to see how this group shakes out in the following days. In terms of matches, we have 2 in just 13 minutes, no casters I'm afraid, but I'm gonna check the caster channel, and Sparkles can take Gomado versus Nezuko, so we will have at least 1 match casted. I will not be casting the other one, but I'm sure someone will. But yeah, or other than Gomado versus Nezuko, we will have Channel Join versus Puck in 30 minutes, and then in 2 hours 13 we will have that fabled Gregory versus Skylar match, and also Linux versus I Like Hitman, so it's a big day for this group. With Mika versus Scruffy rounding off the action in 3 hours 13, so 1 hour after the second doubleheader. But I'm not gonna take you guys for much longer. Thank you everyone for watching. GG's to both players, and until next time, see you everyone.